Hey there. Let us say you have been given a list, set or tuple of numbers and you are being asked to find out the maximum number or the minimum number out of that list, set or tuple. Sounds easy. Indeed, it is easy. You can use max or min function to find out. But what if you are being asked to find out the second largest number or the third largest number or the second smallest number or the third smallest number out of the list, tuple or set? How do you do that? Very well, there are multiple number of ways in which it can be done, of which I am going to just share with you three ways. For example, if I have a list over here, it's a fairly small list and you can simply glance over it and say that okay, the largest number is 44, second largest is 20, smallest one is minus 12 and the second smallest one is minus 9. But what if the list is of, let us say, 1000 numbers, 10,000 numbers? How do you do that? Let's jump in. What I'm going to do here is to create a list of 100,000 numbers. I am going to define an empty list first of all, and then for I in range, let us say 100,000 numbers up to 100,000, lst dot append, and I need to import here random library because I am going to use the random numbers. So import random dot rand int. What it is going to do here, let us give it a range minus 100 to 100,000. Let us start with finding out the largest and the smallest number from this list. For this I am going to define a function called max min, and I am going to use the inbuilt max and min functions for it. I can write here something like this: maximum, or let us call it largest number is, and I can simply pass it here max and inside it the list. Let me copy this line and let me change it to a smallest number, and here I am going to change from max to min. And now if I call this function, then it is going to give me the output. So let us run this. So here you can see here the largest number in the list is 100,000 and the smallest number is the minus 100, and this is the way we have created it. So far so good. Now let us start to find out what is the second largest number, third largest number, or the smallest element number, or the second smallest number in this list. I'm going to define a function called func1, and at the same time I would also be interested in noting what is the time all the three methods take to find out the second, third, largest or smallest number. For that purposes I am going to import a library here called timeIt. Coming back to our function here, I am going to use here inbuilt sort method, which works only with the list. It is not going to work with a tuple or a set. So I am going to write here lst.sort. Remember, sort method, it is going to sort the list in place and it returns none. Now that the list is sorted, we know at the 0 index, that is at the beginning, there will be a smallest element. At index 1 there will be second smallest element, or element which is just larger than the smallest one. On index number 2 there will be third smallest element, and so on. And similarly, if we do the reverse slicing, which I am going to use here for the list, we know that at the end there will be the largest number, and at the second position from the end there is going to be the second largest number, third position from the end there is going to be the third largest number. So let us utilize that. But before that I need to start right here t1 is equal to timeIt dot timeIt, so that it records the time, and let's print here Let us say largest number is, so we know largest number is going to be at the end, so we can use the list slicing. I have already created a detailed video about the list slicing, you can check that. Print second largest number is, and again here I can write list minus 2. Similarly, I can write here smallest number is something like this. List, as I explained earlier, it is going to be at the 0th position index. Second smallest number, let's change it to second smallest number is, it is going to be like this. And at the end I am going to print the time taken. Time taken by sort method is, and we can write here t1. Now let us try to run this program, and yeah, I need to call this function. So func1, I'm going to call it here. So now when I run this function, what I am getting here is the largest number is 100,000. Second largest number is also 100,000, because it is made up, the list is made up of all the random numbers between the range of -100 to 100,000 number. Here we have given the range for the randint. Therefore, the range of those random numbers is going to be between these two numbers. Smallest number is -100, second smallest is -99, and here it is the time taken. Now let's put a simple print statement so that it creates a blank space at the end. Now second way, I am going to define another function that is called function 2. This time I am going to use the sorted function. It is different from the sort method. I have already created a detailed video about the difference between sort method and sorted function. Sorted function, it sorts the list and returns the new sorted list. It does not make any changes into the list in place, and this method can be applied with a set or tuple as well. This function, to be precise, not a method. So I am defining here a time variable just so that again I can record the time it. I'm going to write here something like this: print sorted, and inside it I am going to pass the list and -1. So this is it, and here again I can write here largest number is something like this. Let me copy this, and if I make it -2, then it is going to give me the second largest number. One more time, and this time I'm going to make it a smallest number. Here is, now I'm going to change it to 0, and if I have to find out second smallest number, and I can give here index 1, and let's print the time taken. Time taken by sorted function is, and I can print here t2. Now if I try to run this program, let me clear this terminal first, and if I try to run this program, let me pull it up a little bit. Here you can see I need to call this function func2, and let me put a blank line here as well. Now let me run this program after clearing the terminal. Here you see the first largest number is 100,000, second largest number is 99,999, smallest number is -100, second smallest number is -99, and the time taken is 0.0045, like that. and now this is from coming from the sorted function. Output is same, but the time is lesser than what we are getting using the sort method. So this is it. Now I am going to import another library because now I am going to use the heap structure. So let me go up here and import one more library called heapq, and now I'm going to define the third function again, def func3 here, and t3 is equal to time it dot time it. What this library is going to do here is that it has got two methods, nlargest and nsmallest. Let me write here print. For example, we want to know the second largest number or the third largest number. So first three largest numbers are, and here I'm going to write here the heap q dot nlargest. How many numbers we want? 3. So I am passing here 3 in the parenthesis and a parameter from where? List. So it is going to give me a list of first 3 largest numbers. Similarly, not first 3, rather it should be 3 largest numbers. It should be. Similarly here it should be 3 smallest numbers are, and here I need to change it to n smallest, and then I can write here print time taken by heap q is t3. Let me clear the terminal and mind it, each time I am running these functions, what is happening here is that this list is getting dynamically created, and that is the reason whenever I am running it, you may find the largest number or the smallest number different from the previous example. Let me call the function here at the bottom func3. Let me pull it up a little bit up here. Largest number is 100,000, second largest is 9,999, the smallest one is negative 900, second smallest one is negative 99. Time taken is here you are getting 0.0043. This is the output that we are getting using the sorted function, and here you can see is that heap q, it is giving me the list of 3 largest numbers in this order. So first is the largest, then the second largest, then the third largest. This is how it is coming up, and here you can see the time. So in a way, heap q is the most time efficient method here. So these were the 3 methods that I wanted to discuss with you. I am going to upload all these codes onto my GitHub page. If you find this video useful, consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Till that time, happy coding.